All praises to Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, Qudash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of great millstone that rule well, laboring in word and doctrine. Shalom and peace. May that be unto the elect, the nation of Israel. Now this world is fucking wicked. Right? It is entrenched in wickedness. So you can very clearly and very easily understand how we're painted out to be the devil, because we're completely adverse to everything, damn near everything that happens in this world. So it's very easy to portray us as the wicked, as the just ruining the fun, ruining the mirth. But when you check every single corner, you will find wickedness. Whether it's swept under the carpet or whether it's just part of the furniture, right? This whole world is absolutely wicked. This is First John chapter 2, verse 15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. So if any man is having mirth, and not just smile, haha, yeah, on the job, and you're going, what the fuck, I hate this shit. Not like that. They're enjoying it. They really love it, right? They love it up. They're vibing with the world. They just want it to continue forever. The love of the Father is not in him, right? They are not meditating on the things of these scriptures, right? The destruction to come, the judgment that the Lord will be handing out. This is verse 16. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world. All right, so you've got completely subverted and perverted the gospel. All right, so even any aspect of righteousness that was in the society is meant to be, the West is meant to be a Christian civilization, as they've pushed out, which of course we know that to be erroneous, to be false. But even that, is withering away. They're distancing themselves from any manner of religion, any manner of scriptural basis. But even that they did have before they started pushing it all away was, like I say, perverted. Right? There's only one gospel. They've perverted the gospel. See if I can find this. And a pervert is not just someone that wants, a sexual pervert like that. It's someone that in fact, we'll look up the definition in a second here. Right. Galatians 1 and 6. I marvel that ye are so soon removed from him that called you into the grace of Hamashiach unto another gospel, which is not another. Right, because there's only one gospel. There's only one good news. But it's not another. Sorry, which is not another. But there be some that trouble you and would pervert the gospel of Hamashiach. But though we or an angel from heaven preach any other gospel unto you than that which we have preached unto you, let him be accursed. Right, so this is Apostle Paul saying there's one gospel. Right, there's one truth. It's not, oh, I believe the Gentiles can't be saved. You have your truth where the Gentiles can be saved. There's one truth, there's one gospel. And if we want to go into that topic, what we teach concerning the gospel definitely lines up with that. Right, where Yahawashi quoted the gospel in Luke the 4th chapter, he quoted Isaiah 61. Right, and we'll skip down just for the point. Isaiah 61 and 5. And strangers shall stand and feed your flocks, and the sons of the alien shall be your plowmen and your vine dressers. Right, so if Gentiles get salvation, it's salvation for the plantation. Right, saved to be slaved. That's what it is. They did it to us. Right, and that's the judgment. That's from the Heavenly Father. Right, who we're all professing faith in. Do we believe? Do we believe that's righteous? Right, verse 6, which proves the juxtaposition of the Israelites to the heathen. But ye shall be named the priests of Yahawah. Men shall call you the ministers of our power. Ye shall eat the riches of the Gentiles, and in their glory shall you boast yourselves. Right, so we'll be flexing on these heathens. Right, just as they're flexing on us now. Galatians 1 and 6. I marvel that you are so soon removed from him that called you into the grace of Hamashiach unto another gospel, which is not another. Right, because there can only be one gospel. So how do people try mix it up, they pervert it, or they subvert what is already well established as the truth. So now we're going to look up that word. First subvert, then pervert. I'd never heard of that. That's beside the point. But apparently, see, that just shows you they used to call, little bumps in a swamp a ninja head. That's how entrenched the hate for Jake really is and was. More so was, because they were very open with it now. But now it's gone deeper. All right? So it's been further entrenched. Now it's no longer overt, it become covert, going with this vert word. So anyway, subvert, late 14th century, to raise, destroy, overthrow, undermine, overturn. And that's what they've done. You can't destroy the gospel, you can't destroy the message, but you can try and destroy those that hear your false message. So many Jakes don't want to hear about the truth because they know the plantation Christian church is bullshit. Right? They know there's no, "Me nah have no white God," as Sizzler said. A lot of Christian household Jakes will listen to that song, or they'll have some sort of Pan-African leanings or leanings to so-called black consciousness, because they know this man is the devil, but they don't want to let go of that poisonous Christianity, man. I'll go to the word pervert. Perverting says to turn someone aside from a right religious belief. To turn someone aside from a right religious belief to a false or erroneous one, to distort natural order, misdirect, misapply justice, law, truth, etc. To turn something or someone from right opinion or conduct, right? So to turn them from the orthodox, right? It says figuratively, to corrupt, subvert, abuse, right? So these people subvert and abuse, they abuse the gospel, and they abuse them that hear it, because this is the way out. I recently did that video, save yourself. Obviously, you can't save yourself. You apply the gospel, you hear the gospel, and through hearing, then comes faith. You can't believe it unless you've heard it. So first comes the hearing of the gospel, and then you start doing it. It's not just the hearers of the gospel or hearers of the word that are justified, but the doers, right? So then you start doing the gospel. So that's how you would save yourself. How? You'd save yourself. How? Let me see if I think it's spelled a bit. I must have spelled it wrong. Bear with me. One doesn't save themselves. They first hear the words, they believe it, and then it's the Heavenly Father that, of course, saves you through you believing on it. Bear with me, let me find this. Right, here we are. Save thyself. Right, of course, let's put it back into context again. You can't save yourself. You do what's pleasing unto the Heavenly Father. You be of His elect, and in turn, He will save you. But how do you save yourself? You do the illusion of choice that you do have. You dedicate that unto the Father. So 1 Timothy 4, verse 16, take heed unto thyself and unto the doctrine. See, one doctrine, just as you have one gospel, you have one doctrine, not doctrines. Well, I have this doctrine, he has this doctrine, we come together, and because we're all Israelites, we preach and teach together. That's called confusion. Confusion means with mixture. You're not meant to mix, right? We're meant to have sound doctrine, to be spiritually hygienic. Right, when you go into that word Hagiah, or what do you say, Hugiano, for Titus 2:1, sound doctrine, the word Hugiano means, it says, of Christians whose opinions are free from error of mixture, or mixture of error. Right, so it's not to be confused. Anyway, 1 Timothy 4:16, take heed unto thyself and unto thee doctrine, continue in them, for in doing this, thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee. Right, so that's why it's so dangerous, to subvert or to pervert the gospel, because you're playing with people's souls here. But let the blind lead the blind, and they will all fall in a ditch. Right, but we have to escape this world, man, and the only way out is through the Heavenly Father. Okay, that's the only way out. You can't find a carnal solution to a spiritual problem and think it will end well. Psalm 91:1, he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High, right, in this truth which is hidden, was made a mystery unto many. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. All right, so that's what we are looking to do. Lord willing, hide. And when that tempest, that storm comes, when that literal fire comes, and proverbial flood comes, let's hope the Lord lifts up a nawas, a standard for us. So we need to make sure we're doing what's pleasing unto him and make our calling and election sure. So I'll leave it there. Next video, Lord willing. Shalom.